I'm finishing up my project from the other day. Fixing the stock tank heater and the cords, extension cords. Oh, I forgot my other extension cord. Came all the way out here, forgot my extension cord. Bought a new one. I forgot it in my truck. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Got my extension cord. So it is a dreary day here on the farm, January 2024. This is typical weather for the inland Northwest. Those of you who don't live in this region, you just consider it the Pacific Northwest, but once you get to eastern Washington and into Idaho, it's considered the inland Northwest. But either way, Pacific Northwest, winter weather. We get a lot of snow, but it's warmed up, and so it's probably mid-40s right now. It's not bad at all. I probably don't really need my hat and a big jacket and everything. But it's rainy, dreary, foggy. It's always very foggy here in Idaho. You have to get used to. I don't mind it. I like the change of weather. I like the different seasons. So it doesn't bother me at all. But coming out here working in the rain will give me a good excuse to get something done and then go inside and watch football today. Today is the conference championships. We got the Ravens and the Chiefs on at noon, and then at 3 is the Niners and who is it? 2024. Who's in the NFC Conference Championship? Oh, the Lions. How could we forget? See if it'll be their year. Easy enough. Wire I got at the hardware store. I use it for my panels, hog panels, cattle panels, wrap around the T-posts. That stuff is great. Okay. Nice, this might actually work. One thing about having a farm or homestead, you have to learn how to do a lot of different things. You can't call someone to come and help you or to come do it for you. You can't pay someone to come do it for you because you're doing something different every day. Every day is a different job, a different challenge. Unless you're a millionaire, you're not going to have the luxury of calling someone in to do it for you. There's so many things to do, you know. I mean, you have to learn how to do things anyways, but you will be a carpenter, somewhat of an electrician. There's not too much electrical work I would try myself, just basic stuff. Electricity scares me. Plumbing, I mean, you got to do a little bit of everything. Definitely putting up fencing, stretching, field fencing. Do plenty of that. So, if you're not willing to get your hands dirty and put in the work, then you definitely wouldn't survive as a homesteader. And more than that, I'd say you actually have to enjoy it. Because if you don't enjoy it, being out here in the different weather and doing the work, the manual labor, if you don't enjoy it, you're gonna be miserable. Because, I mean, that's all a homestead is in a farm. You have goals of what you're trying to do, what you're trying to get done, raising your own food, you know, but it's not like you think. It's not like a lot of people think, as in, you know, you just come out here and feed your animals and collect some eggs and, you know, as if they're your pets. I mean, you can treat them like that, sure, I don't mean that. But what I'm saying is, it's mostly work. You know, we got all of our livestock by the fall. By the fall, we had all of our livestock in place. All of our goats, chickens, pigs, the lambs. And I didn't get to spend any time with them. Like during the summer, I was so busy. I was working anywhere from 10 to 15, sometimes 18-hour days, and thinking, man, I just want to go out there and spend some time with the animals. I got the animals. I haven't really spent any time with them or gotten to know them. And I just didn't have the opportunity because I'm always busy, you know. So it slowed down a little bit. So now I can spend a little more time with them in the winter and on that, you know, days like this where it's warm enough. But the majority of time spent on a farm or homestead is work. Now I'll have to come out around the bucket like this to keep the pigs off of it. Yeah, see, they're trying to get to it now. Somebody gave me a great idea for the pigs to keep them busy. And if you don't want them rooting, these ones haven't been so bad. Surprisingly, these are our commercial breed pigs, Durocs. They're a mixture of a little of Duroc, Hampshire, Yorkshire. No, I forget now. They're definitely Duroc, Hampshire, no, I think it is Yorkshire. But they don't root much. I thought they would do more. It's the Mishan that is doing all the rooting and tearing things up, which is fine because we want that for our woods in the summertime when we run them through the woods. We want them to dig up the ground and to turn everything over for us. So I don't mind it. But if you have pigs that you don't want to root or just to keep them occupied, somebody gave me a great idea to go to like a Goodwill or a thrift store, Habitat for Humanity, something like that, and buy some bowling balls, some old bowling balls. Like if you spend like, you know, just buy something cheap, $10 for an old bowling ball. Who cares the weight? Who cares the, you don't care about the weight, you don't care about the condition. But if you get an old bowling ball, you can throw it in there and they'll push it around. Keep you busy. Give them something to do. I thought that was a good idea. I haven't tried it yet, but next time I find myself in a thrift store or near one, I'll stop in and see if I can find some old bowling balls. a couple of them. Better put 3 on there just in case. Pigs will destroy anything in their path or close to it. Just because they're bored, they're looking for something to do to keep busy. They're seeing if something is edible, and they are strong. Damn it. No, get out. Get out of. Yeah, on cue. Like it was planned. So it's not pretty, but I've learned, one thing I've learned homesteading is that it's not about looking pretty, it's about being functional. So as long as the pigs stay away from the wires and the cords, I'll be happy. I just jumped in there to put this piece of metal roofing I have this piece of metal roofing to put on the inside. And as I got in there, we're at a point a long time ago that my wife and kids won't go in there with them anymore. I've always said that I kind of, showed them who the boss was, so I didn't have a problem getting in there with them for a long time. But when I shut the camera off, I jumped in there to get the piece of metal roofing in there, and they're getting pretty aggressive. Now, I'm learning everything as I go, so I'm learning why, you watch some other YouTube channels and you see that people don't want to get into the pen with their large pigs. And I didn't have a problem up until today. It wasn't like they tried to attack me, but they're hungry always. They always want to taste to see if whatever you're putting in there is food, and they will taste you. They will, kind of like a shark. A shark isn't trying to really attack you to hurt you. They're just trying to taste to see if you're food. Kind of similar, they're just getting a little bit more aggressive now that they're getting bigger. So I get it, why a lot of people don't want to get in there with the pigs. See if I can do it now. She's drinking. The other one is over by the pen. And put this wire through the hose. I always say he, but they're both females. It's not pretty, but I got this side protected from the goats. The goats aren't nearly as aggressive as the pigs are. The pigs want to taste everything. Got it all wired up, so I got all the extension cord running through here. The other extension cords for the 3-plug outlet is here. Got the metal roofing here so that on the inside, so that hopefully they can't reach through the fence. Still got room to get their water out. And there you go, see? When you think you got the problem solved, she is a pain. She is a real pain. So maybe I'll have to get in there and drill some more holes on the bottom, put one more piece of wire through. Pain in the neck. Look out, look out, look out, back off, back off, back off, look out, back off, back off, back off, back off, back off. If only she realized she could kill me. Back off, back off, back off. Back off. Back off. It's not pretty, but we'll see how it goes. I've had them since this summer and hasn't been any issues getting in there with them. Like I said, they're not trying to attack me. They're not trying to be mean. They're just interested in, you know, everything to them is, oh, is that food? Is that food? Is that food? So if your leg's in there, oh, is that food? So that's all they're doing. But I haven't had an issue with them before. Today they're getting bigger, you know. So today's the first time ever that I've had them not leave me alone. Normally I can just shoo them away and they get away from me. Especially the brown and white one. She is the more dominant one of the two. And she's just getting a bit aggressive when I get in there, so I try to get in there as little as possible. Like I said, my wife and kids haven't been in there for a long time. So now I guess I won't be in there too much either unless I absolutely have to. So got that taken care of. My back is on fire. I think I've got done what I need to get done out here. I don't expect any, we're not really expecting any freezing temperatures, below zero temperatures anytime soon. But I just wanted to get that done just in case. That way when we do get the below freezing temps again, you know, who knows when they'll come back. I checked the weather and it's not supposed to get below freezing for all of next week either, so which is nice. But we'll get back there this winter. So that way this is all done. I can just power it back on when I need to. It's all plugged in. I do have the power off right now, so I'm not wasting my electricity. So do have the power off, so I'm not wasting my electricity. That should be all set. So I have the extension cords running through this black PVC, which I'm not done. No, look at that. I'm not done yet. I gotta tie that down as well. But so I have it going around here, around the bucket, keep it away from them, basically. Like I said, I know it's not pretty, but as long as it's functional, I'm not too worried about the goats. The goats don't go after it too much. I think they just saw a piece of wire on the ground, the extension cord, and so that's why they chewed it up. But as you can see, those pigs won't stop. So everything has to be pig proof. Okay, I'm gonna finish up these last couple strands of wire. I'm gonna go inside, heat my back, and eat some breakfast. I'm getting hungry. All right, done with all that. One of my neighbors is shooting. Go back inside and relax for a bit. I wasn't gonna turn the camera back on, but hey, this is part of homesteading. Especially if you're like me, old and beat up. This weather has not been good for my back this week. And so it's funny because it's this raw weather, you know, not that cold, just a little damp and rainy out, wet. This hurts me more than the freezing cold, but then just doing a little bit of work like that kills me. So if you have old injuries, you gotta be tough enough to work through them. My doctor recommended surgery on my back, which I turned down. I just got a voicemail from another doctor the other day telling me that I have a severe rotator cuff tear and that he says I definitely need surgery or some sort of intervention. I don't know what intervention means. Don't really think I want to have surgery on my shoulder, but you never know. I don't want surgery on my back either, but I don't like feeling like this, you know. So, but one good thing with wintertime is I can just take some days off when I need to. I'm not trying to make money on my farm, so it's not like this is my absolute business. I'm just trying to make it work for me. So it is what it is, and that's it for today.